G'day lovely people, welcome back to Nat's Knackers Yard. This is my slightly improved Knackers Yard. I've had a bit of a sort out because I needed to, because it was minging. And before I get onto that, and before I get onto playing with the XJ650 exhausts today, exhaust silencers, I just want to say a massive thanks for all of the lovely comments and condolences, etc. Deeply appreciated. Trying to return back to normal, but I'm really grateful, so thank you, and I'll say no more on that. I don't want this channel to turn into that. This is a tit in a shed, but thanks very much all for your kind words. It is deeply appreciated by me and the family. Finished there. Right, what have you been doing there? It was a tip in here. It was an absolute tip, because I've just thrown stuff in. It was literally chuck stuff in, jump in a car, fuck off. The tank is kind of half de-rusted, but then I've left the shit in it for a couple of weeks. It's probably re-rusted even more, so I need to empty that, get on with that, and do all of that crap again. Bit of sort out in here. I now have tunes with the Bluetooth speaker, because I keep losing them. I found my old one again exactly as I hung that up. Really pissed me off. But anyway, that's good. I've had a bit of a sort out up the top there with my plates and my dad's workshop and all that sort of crap. But what I have got, eat your heart out. I'll try that again. Eat your heart out, Matt Hudson. I've got a big fuck off whiteboard. So what I could do is lots of deep technical diagrams on how things really work, and dispel a few fallacies and yada yada yada. I could do that if I had a freaking clue what I was doing. So don't worry, Hudson, don't worry, Dirty Garage Guy, your place in that is safe. What I can do is what everybody does on a whiteboard, or everybody at least with a mental age like mine. Is draw a very bad penis. No, that's not what it's for. It's what it's going to get used for, but it's not what it's for. Fundamentally, that whiteboard was the remnants of COVID, really, in my house. So that was in our dining room that turned into the kitchen, and then it just stayed up there because it was being used for all sorts of stuff for the kids. We've now got like a Diddy one there with all the notices for the kids and stuff. That was getting thrown out. Oops. And I thought I could make use of it more than anything else. So notes, things I need to remind myself to do, or I might use it for the channel for explaining what I'm trying to do. I have drawn dodgy pictures before. So what are you doing that? Well, these are the exhausts that Dan Barnes lobbed me. Cheers, Mucker, again. That's the end piece I was talking about before. The pipe reducer. I've put down the other one somewhere. Ah, there it is. So you saw that last time with none of the cuts in it, but it was mounted in there last time. So I've gone 30mm in on the back. I need to crush those in slightly in my vise, so that fits inside, and I'm doing it all the way to the bend. Crush these in a little bit, that goes outside the existing pipe. I need to put a clamp around the outside. I did only have one clamp because the kit from Dan came with just one. That's one of the originals actually, just giving it a bit of a clean up, hence you can see some cleaning shit kicking around. So that's good to go and go on. So let's get the other one in. Right, so there we go, a little bit, condensed, squeezed in on the vise, just by spinning it around tight. Right, I've chucked the silencer in the box that Dan posted it in, mostly because I've got a cloth down the bottom, so that I'm not banging metal on metal. Let's try and line this up, because what I don't want is what I've got there is a vent on a vent, because I would like it as sealed as humanly possible. close there. Bang on there. I really shouldn't have done 5 slots on this, should I, when there's 4 on this. I'll do me. Check it in there. To bang that down. So wood is good. I seem to have lost all my little bits of wood. I'll put them. My message is going nuts in the background. I've never been so popular in my life. Right. Get it going down level. Now I'm knocking it past those slots anyway, so it's not too much of an issue, but doesn't mean I want to be an idiot. I can avoid it. Not that I can always avoid it. Right. Get that in the bin shortly, otherwise it's going to stay in here forever. And we're good on that end. I'm just going to get the clamp on now. So that is going to go that way with the stand there. Obviously I want the brace to look as good as I can get it. Right, I'll get it up on the bench, tidy it up, or tighten it up, slide it up a little bit more, do it properly, and then get it on the bike. Right, so there we go, that's the pipes on, and I think sealed to a degree. I'll get some fuel, bank it in, and give it a go. That's the best idle I've had out of it in a long time, and I can actually hear myself. That's not backfiring too bad either. It's really hamming. But that's carb shit. I can do carb shit. That oil leak's going to kick up shortly. See it coming, but that's fine. I'll talk about that in a minute. Do it now. So the oil leak, a few of you guys have said actually, the fact it's got that slash out of the cover, that looks like it's a drain for when there's moisture etc in there. The oil's got to be getting into that stator from somewhere. I think it's coming from behind. A couple of guys have said about it as well. There are a couple of O-rings behind there, behind the actual alternator, stator. I get told off for calling it a stator. I think that's an Americanism. But there's an O-ring behind there that I think has either failed, because I don't think I've replaced it. I'm pretty sure I haven't. The temperature, I just haven't torqued it up well enough. It's not squeezing it on enough. So that's next step, is to dig into that. But listen to that. That doesn't sound like it should be living on a speedway now. That is so much better. Dan, those pipes are great, mate, particularly with my Genius link pipe. I have to say, that's the best it's ever sounded. Doesn't look like it's leaking yet. Which can only be a good thing. And don't get me wrong, it's not quiet. high idle, that's not on the switch, so I was dialing it back. You would have seen me pissing around with it. I was dialing it back, and the pin, the screw, the idle screw, wasn't touching the plate. So I was backing it off, and obviously that can't go any further back. So that's definitely a carb issue, that it's not pushing, it's not closing all the way back. Now I do wonder if that is, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's the needle height. I could be wrong. It has happened before, frequently. But no, I'm happy with that. So, Dan Barnes, pipes, awesome, thanks mate. Link pipe has made it fit. It wouldn't have condensed down enough otherwise. I do have issues with the pipe. I think, yeah, I've got a clash on the stand. Weirdly enough, that's hot. If I've got a clash on that side stand, I think that means I'm also going to have a clash on the centre stand. But that's all resolvable. All resolvable, I am sure. But yeah, I was thinking we is getting somewhere, which is fairly incredible. That stator seems to have stopped leaking. That stator, the alternator, seems to have stopped leaking. But what I am going to do next job, it won't be today, I've been busy doing other stuff as well. I'm going to whip that cover off and just have a look at the seals. I'm hoping it's something bone, like I haven't torqued it up enough. God, struggling to talk today. Yeah, I'm also going to sort out the pegs. I might do that now because I put them on wrong. I know I have. I think I've actually put them on the wrong side because I'm a pillock. But I'll have a look at that. One of you guys pointed out they're on the wrong way round, but that's fine. They were only slung on in the first place. And sorry, I can't remember who pointed out in the nicest possible way. You know, I think they're on the wrong way. I know you're probably just weighing them on for the moment, and I like that. I like that on the channel because people are nice and respectful and everything else, and life's too short to be a dick. Right, awesome. Cheers all. I'll catch you later on. Ta-da.